Rotarian Babu Krishnamurthy, President of the function, Chief Guest Mrs. Kanimori Karunanidhi, Honorable Member of Parliament, Guest of Honor Dr. Swaminathan, Chairperson MSSRF, distinguished Rotarians, my colleagues from Raitu Sadhikara Samastha, Mr. Ramarao, Mr. Lakshman Naik and Swati, my better half, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely honored and humbled to be here today accepting Dr. M.S. Swaminathan Award for Environment Protection 2023. It gives me great pleasure to accept it on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of pioneering women and men farmers of Andhra Pradesh who have embarked on a natural farming movement, and on behalf of their facilitators, the women self-help groups, our champion farmer trainers, and all our team members on ground who are working selflessly to achieve this universal transformation. It is in fact their award. I am thankful to the Rotary Club of Madras East and M.S. Swaminathan Research Foundation for including me in their treasured list of recipients of the award. I am humbled to be among the numerous giants of this prestigious award. I am thankful to Rotarian Rupa Ramurthy and Rotarian Anuradha Prashanti for their kind and over-generous introduction. It's a very special honor to get an award instituted in the name of Dr. Swaminathan. He is my hero. He is a legend. He is a hero for the whole country. He is a person who has inspired generations of young people to dream big and to dream of doing public service. I am proud to say that I am one of them who have been inspired by him, and my special occasion is already over. It was a very proud moment for me to meet Professor Swaminathan in the morning today and get his blessings. Why is our work on natural farming so important? Friends, it was already mentioned, we are facing an existential crisis, the climate emergency, and this manifests in multiple crises. Crisis in food production, farmers' livelihoods, crisis in food security, safety, and nutritional integrity of what we are eating. And of course, a huge crisis in environment, disappearing soils, water crisis, biodiversity crisis, and on top of it, global warming. I think the UN Secretary General has now upgraded it from global warming to global melting, hoping that people will wake up. And things are going to get worse if we do not respond appropriately and in time. And all these crises are interrelated. You all know that food production is under severe threat on account of climate emergency. But did you know that the way we produce food is one of the major causes of these multiple crises? And that is the irony. According to UN Environment, 34% of the global greenhouse gas emissions is on account of the food system. Is there a solution to all these problems? Yes, there is. The only solution for these interlinked multiple emergencies is mimicking Mother Nature in the way we farm. Very simple and doable. We have to move away from destructive farming to regenerative farming. We have to move away from conventional farming to organic farming, from chemical farming to natural farming. These were initiated long ago by Professor Swaminathan when he spoke of the Evergreen Revolution. And the solution I am talking about is a solution which is available today and not in some distant future, and is a solution which every farmer can adopt. And lakhs of farmers in the country, quite a lot of them in Andhra Pradesh, but everywhere in the country have adopted and benefited from it. So the challenge is basically taking this to every farmer in the country and staying with them till the transition process completed. And this is the most daunting task. In Andhra Pradesh, we started this work 7 years ago, and in this period of 7 years, we have 14% of farmers in the state who are on this journey. So 850,000 farmers have started this journey, and of them, around 270,000 farmers have become completely organic. So about 5% farmers of the state. Now, when you compare this to the world average, it's about 1% farmers. So that's the kind of task ahead. And we have a footprint in about 28% of the villages in the state, covering all the districts and all the mandals. So before I share as to how we move the needle, I just want to very briefly tell you what are the principles of natural farming. This is not traditional agriculture, but the idiom is traditional, but it's not entirely traditional agriculture. And the science of this is still evolving. So there's a lot of research happening on the soil microbiome. And I think it's only after COVID we realized what one virus can do. And ma'am, incidentally, during COVID, it was your voice which used to keep us, less worried. So this science of what the microbes can do, microbes in soil, microbes in plants, microbes in animals, human beings, and the fact that so many things are mediated by them, this science is still evolving. And these 9 principles I talk about are universal principles. They apply everywhere, not only in India, but apply everywhere in the world. This is about photosynthesis. So maximizing photosynthesis, that means have a green cover all 365 days of the year, have crop diversity, because what science is saying that plants are feeding the soil and then getting nutrients from the soil. It's a two-way process. And then minimize the tillage, no barren soil, covered with crop residue mulch, farmers to use own seeds, integration of animals with farming, use of biostimulants, not biofertilizers. Traditional agriculture was all about using tons of organic fertilizer. So natural farming doesn't need that, doesn't need a gram of fertilizer, either organic or synthetic. The biostimulants are basically to catalyze soil biology, which enables the nutrients to be available to the plants. Use of biopesticides to manage pests, and finally strictly no synthetic chemicals. So these are very simple nature mimicking principles and easy to practice. But there is tremendous science behind them, which enable these to answer these multiple crises. So what is our innovation? This knowledge is available. Our innovation is basically scaling it up and providing that continuous hand-holding to farmers during the transition. This is not financial support, it is hand-holding support, technical hand-holding support, troubleshooting. So being with them throughout this transformation, it takes anywhere 3 to 5 years for individual farmers to navigate this transition, And that's when they require a lot of support. And a village may take 8 to 10 years to become a bio-village. So what helped us to do this? And there are about 5 levers, but first and foremost is the government of Andhra Pradesh, like many state governments, invested in rural women collectives. So the women self-help groups, their federations. So in Andhra Pradesh, 90% of rural women are organized into self-help groups and federations. And they are our main source of support, transformation, leadership. So we owe everything to these women. Then the extension agent is a farmer herself. So champion farmers. So best practicing farmers are the trainers. It's not dependent on what degree you got in college, it's how well did you do farming and are you interested in helping others. So we have 10,000 such champion farmers. It takes us about 2, 3, 4 years to develop one such champion farmers, and more than 50% of them are women. And the knowledge I just mentioned, the knowledge which is nature friendly and rooted in science. And then we have partnerships which helped us, NGOs, scientific institutions, philanthropies, global institutions. We receive resource support from Azim Premji Foundation and Co-Impact. And the fifth pillar, which is very important for scale, is the government. So the state government, Government of Andhra Pradesh, our Honorable Chief Ministers, unstinting support to this transformation. And government support provides legitimacy, financial resources, the convening power and scale. And it has helped us to put this together. And the impacts of this, the farmers who are on this journey, they have seen reduced cost of cultivation, no yield penalties, and increased economic returns, increasing cropping intensity. So we have farmers in rain-fed situation who can actually take 3 crops in a year without irrigation support, and increasing crop diversity, drought proofing, flood and cyclone resilience, soil regeneration, water conservation, producing more food which is safe and more nutritious. So as you can see, just by mimicking Mother Nature, we have impacts on multiple dimensions. So it's not treating each one of them as a separate crisis. We need a solution which solves all the crises together and in a very short period of time. And our technology is continuously evolving. We have support from global institutions, national institutions, and most important, our farmers. Every farmer is a scientist. So this continuous dialogue is helping us to move ahead of the game. And one of our biggest breakthrough, in fact I requested Honorable Member of Parliament to come and see for herself, and invitation is for every one of you, is how in semi-arid areas, rain-fed areas, farmers are able to take 3 crops in a year. We are able to see a very remarkable breakthrough, which is also considered as a global breakthrough. We are able to demonstrate that natural farming enables plants to harness water from the air. So there's still a lot of research going in. So we are also looking at landless farmers, women self-help groups from those households who don't have land. So we have a model which we call ATM model, anytime money. So very small extents, Mr. Nayak who has come is the author of that model. So with just 1/5 of an acre, farmers are able to take 10,000 to 25,000 rupees per month from 18 to 20 different kinds of vegetables. And money comes every month. That's why it's called ATM. So our outlier farmers like this are getting 3 to 5 times the incomes of their neighbors. And this is just the beginning. So these farmers are enabling us to dream that our farmers, every farmer, should earn decent incomes and earn income every month. So 25,000 to 50,000 rupees per month they should earn and be food secure. This transformation is knowledge intensive. It's not purchasing some inputs, it's the mindset change, So to strengthen this, we have in 2022 started the Indo-German Global Academy for Agroecology Research and Learning. We received a generous support of 20 million euros from the government of Germany and a matching grant from the state government. And very recently, 3 months ago, we started a 4-year farmer scientist graduation course. So this is all practicing farmers who have transited to natural farming. And it's a 4-year course. 70% of it is field work only in their own farms. And in these 4 years, they have to become model farmers. So they have to earn 50,000 rupees per month as not just, reading and passing the exam. So they have to be model farmers. And in turn, they have to support another 50 farmers in that village into becoming champion farmer trainers. So over the next 10 years, we hope with about 1 farmer scientist in every village and 50 model farmers in every village, we can create climate resilient villages. And that is our hope. And more than 50% of these farmer scientists are women. So this trained human resource network is our hope for fighting the climate battle. We're also hoping to start a natural farming university shortly. So based on our results and the results of some of our outlier farmers, we are determined to reach all our 60 lakh farmers in the next 10 years. So 14% to 100% in 10 years. It's an audacious goal, but we are determined to do it. Our farmer heroes are there pushing us. We are also supporting many other states, and also now many countries are looking to us for technical support. And this award is very special. This award helps us to push the needle further, helps us immensely in taking our work forward. It will strengthen our resolve to fulfill Dr. Swaminathan's vision of an evergreen revolution in practice. The principles of Evergreen Revolution form the bedrock of the natural farming movement in Andhra Pradesh. Thanks a lot once again. I am grateful to Madam Kadimori, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, Dr. Krishnamurthy and Rotarians, all of you, for this honor. I am proud to accept the Dr. Swaminathan Award for Environment Protection 2023 on behalf of our farmer heroes and our women self-help groups. My pranams to Dr. Swaminathan for his inspiration. I want to end with one quotation. I use it in all my presentations. It's worth repeating. We don't inherit Mother Earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. So we have to answer our children. Thank you.
Thank you very much.